Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Tutorials with Chills. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to install mods and make your own mod pack using MultiMC. I'll put the link in the description down below. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to get this program. You won't have all the same crap up here that I have, but basically you're going to either click create an instance here, or at the very top here, you can click on that. That'll open up a new instance. So here we go. And then what you're going to do is, you can see we got the name here, so let's just name this my first modded MC pack. There we go. Now for the version down here, click on the little three dots to the side of it. It'll open up another window, and a lot of it is going to be related to 1.7 because there really aren't a whole lot of mods to 1.8. So I'm going to stick with the 1.7. You'll see here that that is the regular version. There's no pre or anything like that. So basically all you got here, you got a couple more buttons that you can hit. It says install mod pack and stuff like that. Just ignore all those. You just want to name it, and then click OK, and then click on that there, the one that you actually did, and you'll see that this here actually pops up, and you want to go into your settings, or edit the instance, and then go over to the install forge. Now you can see there's a whole ton of different versions that are here, and the one that has the little star next to it comes up as recommended. That is the one that you're going to want to get. They have the latest version with like a bug or a ladybug next to it. It's a little bit unstable, and it may cause conflicts with some of the older mods, and it's entirely up to you if you want to go up to that. It may or may not work, just depends on the mods that you're actually using. And at the time of this video, 10.13.4.1448 is the one you're going to want to use. So click on that, hit OK, and now you can see that it's installed. So what you do is you go over to your little settings button here, and when you click on that, you'll see it brings up another window with some buttons that you can click on. One for Java installation. So if you click on that, you'll see that it actually opens up the auto detect, and it'll show you what versions you have on here. I have 3 of them installed, 2 of the newer ones, and an older 1.7 for running some of the older Minecraft versions. I've got 1.8, 25, and 31 because they work, and I am not going to upgrade and screw up my stuff. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. If you want to change it, that's up to you. But for the memory, what you're going to want to do, because you're going to be running mods, is you're going to want to increase the minimum memory allocation to 2 gigabytes. So 2048 megabytes, and then the maximum to 4 gigabytes. So 4096 megabytes. The last thing is the perm gen. You're going to probably want to set that around 256 or 192. Now each one of these, if you have a computer that's only got 4 gigs, say, you can drop that down to about 1 gigabyte, 1024 megabytes, and 2 gigabytes, which is 2048. You don't want to overpower the computer too much or get it running too heavy. So now what you do is you want to double click on your little first my first modded MC pack. And what this is going to do is going to make sure that the Forge mod loader is installed and that it's running. And when it pops up, you'll see that it actually has 3 mods installed. So it's going to take a little bit for this to pop up. See, it's going to run through a whole bunch of different crap in there, which you really don't have to pay attention to right now. So you'll see it does its whole loading or initialization process, goes through, and there we go. You can see we got 3 mods loaded and 3 mods active. And if you go into options, turn your music down, turn your volume down, and that way it won't get deafened. That's the first thing I do every single time. And then that's it. You quit the game because you've got it running, everything's the way it should be. So now what you're going to do is make sure you're on this here and go back to all the different options along the sides here. They have edit instance, instance settings, manage screenshots, and then the one below it, instance folder. If you click on that, it'll open up the actual directory that folder is in. So it's got your Minecraft or your 3 folders in there. And if you were to open up the Minecraft one, it's got all your config, core mods, logs, mods, etc., etc., etc. So you want to click on the mods folder. And what that's going to do, it'll open up everything that you can put your mods in. So that's back at your, under your instance, my first modded MC pack under Minecraft. Go into mods. Right now it's empty. And here I have myself my own downloads. And I've already downloaded like hundreds of different mods for when I built my own mod pack. I've got like sound textures, texture packs, resource packs, all that kind of stuff in here. So I've already downloaded a whole bunch of these. But for the sake of this one here, we're going to keep it really simple, and we're just going to install Lucky Blocks. So what you do is you copy that, and then you go back to the instance folder. So again, that's separate from your actual downloads. And then what you're going to do, you click on here, right click and do paste. And there we go. That's it. That one is actually installed. But what you're going to want to do now is you go back to your MultiMC, and where you have that instance, you want to double click on that again and run it. Because what this is going to do is it's going to install the Lucky Blocks mod. So next time it pops up, it'll actually say that we have 4 mods installed and 4 mods that are active. So just take a few seconds for this to actually launch itself and go through the whole same process again of constructing and initializing and everything like that. And then once it pops up, you'll see, and right there, 4 mods loaded, 4 mods active. And then what you're going to want to do is you go into your single player world, create new world, say new world 1, set it to creative, so that way you're going to be able to access all the things that are in there. You can go into more world options if you want to, change all that kind of stuff with your world type, whatever you want. Just make sure to have the allow cheats, which is always usually on. Turn on bonus chests if you want, doesn't really matter. And then create new world. So it'll take a few seconds for this to load up because it's going to be building a whole brand new terrain. I know it won't be the biggest on the screen, but it's not so much of what the picture is itself. It's what you're looking for when it loads up. So any kind of crashes that will usually happen, it'll come up and say you've exited the game with code number 1, or it'll say that you have a ticking entity and stuff like that, and it'll boot you out of the game. So really what you're looking for is to make sure that it actually loads up, which is why you do it in creative, because you're going to want to look at the different items that are available. So you can see here it's going to take a few seconds for this to actually load up our world. Give it a few seconds here. Alright, so now with the Lucky Blocks installed, we've got the 3 different kinds of Lucky Blocks here. We'll grab each one of those, and you're going to want to do this with every mod that you have. You don't have to check every block, but basically what you're going to do is you put a couple down, kind of to space them out. See, we got the good one, we got the bad one, and we'll put ourselves into vanilla mode. Alright, game mode 0. Oops. Alright, so now what we can do is punch these. Come on, give me something. Hey, we got a book. Alright. Oh, and I picked up the other block. Okay, we'll get these out of the inventory. And there we go. So for this here, we got the Lucky Blocks book. It says, yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff with things and all that other stuff. And yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, so we'll go and punch the second one here, and that gives us a lucky villager. We can spend like, what, 23 diamonds and get ourselves a lucky sword with Bane of Anthropods 5 on it. Nice, shut up. Alright, and then the last one, which is supposed to be the bad one, and it gives us a couple saddles, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so you guys get the picture with that there. So now what you can do is you just basically, you want to log out of the game, and you go back to your MultiMC instance. Let's just wait for this to close down. Alright, so we're back here at this instance, and you can see what we can do. We'll close that down. And if you go back into your instance folder, it's where the Minecraft is, and then back under mods, what you can do, move this over a little bit, and we can go into our downloads folder, which you're going to get off of a site like Curse or CurseForge or Minecraft.net. Get it from a reputable site, and it should say on the bottom there, it says this kind of file could harm your computer or stuff like that. If it's from a reputable site, you shouldn't have any problems. Then it'll be in your download section, so you can basically just copy it when you're over there and then move it over to the other side. Now, you're going to want to do this with every single mod that you download. you're going to do it one at a time. So you're going to copy that. You'll see it pop up down here saying, oh, we got a potential harmful file. Do you want to download it? Yeah, go right ahead and do it. And then once it's downloaded, copy it, and you move it over to the Minecraft mods folder. So let's get that done right now. There, and paste. Done. Alright, so that one there is essentially installed as well. So we'll bring back up our instance. We'll double click on the My First Modded Minecraft, and you're going to go through this whole process again. So let me just cut to when that actually happens. Alright, now as you can see that we actually have our increased number of mods installed, and same thing. You're going to go create new single player world, new world number 2. Set it to creative, and then create new world. You can make sure that these are on, but usually that's the default. Don't have to worry about the bonus chest or anything. So we'll let this load up, and now what you're looking for is to see if there is any conflict between the mod that you had originally installed versus the new one that you just put in there. So the new world itself is going to regenerate, and if there is any problems, it'll just crash. It'll say some sort of an error is happening, and it'll boot you out of the game, or it'll just kick you right out to the MultiMC screen. So basically we're going to wait for this to happen. There we go. We got ourselves our little world generating here, and we got a little bit of lag because the world's starting to regen. Alright. And we got ourselves a little lucky block over here that we can hit as well. And that's nothing bad. What do you mean? I don't see nothing. There's your problem. Okay. Anyways, nothing has crashed. There's been no problems here. So you can basically quit, get out of the game again, and you're going to redo this process for every single mod that you install. The reason why you want to do it one at a time, guys, is if you have any conflicts, you don't want to be adding in 20 different mods all at once. Because when you actually do that, you're going to have to figure out which one of the 20 caused the conflict. By doing it one at a time, you're going to be able to make it a lot easier on yourself. Now, it is a little bit time consuming because you have to start up the game and let it load in, create a brand new world, and then make sure it doesn't conflict. The good thing about doing it this way is if we were to put in a new mod and it conflicted with something else, like if my mod pack here, if I was to take everything from all these folders and put it into the Minecraft folder, you can do this with any of your own packs, something from like the FTB or from the AT launcher or the Technics launcher. You can go in there and grab your favorite mod pack, where everybody has a favorite mod pack, and they're always saying, I love this mod pack, but I wish I could take these 10 things out or put these 10 things in. Well, now you can create the same instance, move all those folders over to the Minecraft folder. So not the mods folder, but the actual Minecraft folder, because it'll have the configs, the mods folder, and sometimes the resources folder. Paste those right in there, and then you can start deleting the things that you don't want and then adding in the things that you do want, again, one at a time. And then that gives you the ability to have basically your own pack. So let's try and add in something different. Like we've got over here, we'll open up the instance folder again, and then we'll get the Advent of Ascension one. Okay, so we're going to copy that just like if we were to download it. Go back to our mods folder, paste that in there, and then what we do, we go back, close all these now, double click on our instance, and this is going to open up the Minecraft window again, and this should now say that we have, I think, 6 mods in total. And we'll have Advent of Ascension, and it could even say we have more mods, because some of the bigger packs like Advent of Ascension do have subsidiary mods within them. So it could be like Lycanites, and it has one pack that you're downloading, but it has 20 different mods inside it. So that can increase or decrease the amount of mods that you actually have in a pack. So you can see, there we go. Again, you're going to want to create a new world, number 3 this time. And then creative, start it up, and again you have to wait a few more minutes, and come on, there we go. So basically going to generate our world again, and you'll be able to see, looks like we're not crashing or anything like that. Yeah, just taking a few minutes to load up. And then the last thing you guys want to do is, like I'm doing here, is play around with the different mods that you have in creative and make sure that these things work. And look at this. This is awesome. This is the animal bikes mod, and it allows you to ride all the different mobs that are there. So now you can actually spawn yourself a slime bike. So try out the different mods, guys. Make sure that they don't crash the game when you open certain things. Now, like I said, some of the bigger ones, you're not going to be able to test out everything. Advent of Ascension, you can see, has got tons of different things going on with it. So to test everything would take forever. But that's what a part of the whole process of trying out the game and playing it. So I hope this has helped you guys out. If you have any questions, let me know. Aside from debugging issues, that's for the actual mod authors. Leave that for them. But if you have any other basic questions for me, leave it in the questions down below, and I'll be sure to help you out. Thanks very much. Have a great day.